everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this special video. It's a double feature weekend, maybe a triple feature, we'll see. So I thought it would be a fun idea to film a get ready with me using pretty much all of my June favorites. So you guys are gonna go into that clip here shortly, but I am using most of my June favorites in this video, and I'm demonstrating my morning skincare routine using the Osmosis serums so you guys can see them in action. And my nighttime routine is pretty much exactly the same, except for sometimes I'll use the Maisama Green Rooibos toner and perform LED light therapy, and I'll use my Isden night cream because Isden night cream, mwah, chef's kiss. It's so beautiful. Now, I'm gonna let you guys go into the get ready with me. So you guys will do that, and I'm gonna close out with you at the end. It is long because I am demonstrating a full skincare routine and my full makeup routine. Just so you know, that's how it goes here with Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. Yesterday was a nice short video. Today is a long video. All right, I'll see you at the end, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I love you. Aloha everyone, and welcome to this get ready with me. So we are gonna do a get ready with me from my June favorites video. I woke up not too long ago. I cleansed my skin with the Victoria Deanne Balancing Cleanser. It's a nice, gentle cleanser for the skin. And I went in with Aduro, and I'm using the Strong Body Gel. I put it all over my face, my neck, and my chest. Now, I placed my order for this over a week ago, and it still has not shipped. I'm getting worried because I'm almost out. So a friend of mine told me that she has been applying the Strong Body Gel to her face instead of the cream, and she noticed that her skin looked really firm after her application. I have been loving this on the face too, and the reason why I like it is because I'll wake up in the morning, I'll put this on after I cleanse my skin, and when I do my workout or go for a walk, it doesn't get into my eyes, and as you can see, it dries down to this very nice matte texture. So it does work fabulous on your face too, in case you're wondering. I have been loving it. But I'm scared because I'm running out and my new replacements haven't arrived yet. I ordered 2 of these and then I ordered the cream. So I got the bundle with the Strong Body Gel and the Active Face Cream. Normally what I do is I put the Active Face Cream on my face, and then I put the Strong Body Gel here on my neck and my chest. I have been putting the Strong Body Gel on my arms, but I had to taper it down because I'm almost out and I really want to use it on my neck and my chest. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to cleanse my face. I'm going to use the newly advanced formula of the Osmosis Purify. This is an enzymatic cleanser. I love this new formula. It is so good. I haven't figured out what they've added to it, but I love it so much more than the original formulation, and I love it more so than the Revision Skincare Papaya Enzyme Cleanser. There is, I think, essential oils in here. There's orange peel oil in it. It's very light. There's also sea buckthorn oil in here, so they've added some ingredients that weren't in here before, but it is so good. Osmosis does use essential oils in their products just for a fragrance, not to treat skin issues. They use them at the correct ratios. So usually if you have reactions to essential oils, you won't have a reaction to Osmosis because they formulate them with the correct ratios and they're not using essential oils to treat skin issues. However, if you have a compromised barrier, you may at first have a reaction to it. I've never had any issues with Osmosis products, just so you guys know. So I'm going to cleanse my skin with this, and then I'll go in and I'm going to show you my new daytime skincare routine. I just added in Correct MD, which is the retinaldehyde serum, and Stem Factor MD. I'm testing those out because I've gotten so many of you reaching out to me, wanting to know my thoughts on the new MD line. I also did order Polish 2, which is newly reformulated. I can't find it. It's somewhere here in my skincare arsenal to test that out as well. So let's get into this. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back and here is my skin nice and freshly cleansed. So I'm gonna go in with my Victoria Deanne Peptide Lift first. So I apply my Peptides first before my Osmosis serums, even stem factor. You want to apply your Peptides first. Now your Victoria Deanne Peptides will go with any skincare that you use. You just want to make sure that you apply them first. My first one that I apply is always Peptide Lift. Peptide Lift helps bring the skin's weave back together because as we age, that weave becomes loose like the threading on a sweater or the weave of a sweater. So this is for bringing that weave closer together and to lift the skin and define those facial contours. Now, you can totally get away with just using Peptide Lift and Tone for your maintenance, or you can add Peptide, Procol, and Elastin like I do. So Tone, what it does is a neuromodulator, and it kind of acts similar to Botox, except for Botox, what it does is it completely freezes that muscle and it will eventually shrink that muscle and make it atrophy from it being paralyzed. Tone, you still have muscle movement, so it slows that contraction. So you have like a little bit less movement, but you can still make your facial expressions. But what it does is it smooths out those wrinkles and prevents them from getting deeper in those dynamic areas, such as your crow's feet, your levens around your mouth. This also helps improve the overall tone of the skin as well. I love this product. It has really helped me with my fine lines and wrinkles, and it's helped with me, in preventing from them getting deeper and getting more. So wonderful product. I highly recommend it. These will always be in my skincare routine. I love Victoria Deanne Peptides. There's nothing like them on the market. Now these you can't cocktail and you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes in between application. If you've just freshly exfoliated your skin like I have using the Purify Enzymatic Cleanser, you can lean towards more of that 1 minute mark. But these are signaling peptides, and that's why you can't apply them together. And you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes before in each application because you have to give them time to reach down into the dermis to send that message across of what you're trying to signal your body's own amino acids to do. And these are highly effective. These are the best peptides that you can buy. They actually work and they continue to work. And the thing is they're not using, these are their own proprietary blend of peptides. That's what makes them so special, and they're bioactive, meaning that they work with your body's own amino acids, so your body recognizes them and will utilize them. So with these peptides, they're simply remarkable compared to other peptide serums that you find on the market, because those have a bunch of like different peptides thrown together, and you apply them on your skin. They start working for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, you don't see them working anymore. It's like your skin just goes back. Well, it's because it's too many peptides in that formulation and the message isn't getting across, and it just confuses your skin, and your skin is like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to throw it away. So now we're going to go in with Elastin. So Elastin is great for, I think these 4 peptides are great for anyone 40 plus. This is going to improve your elastin, and it's also going to make it stronger. So when we get older, we start to lose our elastin. And what elastin does is it gives that skin that rubber band, that recoil, so it bounces back. And as we get older, we start to lose that. The elastin breaks down, you know, from sun damage, aging, oxidative stress, and it becomes weak. So you start to see the skin to sag more, and that rubber band effect just doesn't snap back like it used to. And this is going to make that stronger and improve your overall elasticity of the skin. And when you apply these, I do 1 drop at a time, and except for my neck and my chest, I usually do 2 drops. You keep them at your fingertips because they are a watery serum. From below the fingertips down, your palm and the rest of the fingers, those areas will absorb the peptides, and you'll end up using more. So if you keep them at your fingertips, you don't use as much product, and it goes straight into the skin where you apply it instead of you wasting it on the palms of your hands. So this is elastin. I put them everywhere. Next, we're going to go with Procol. So Procol is to help improve your collagen, help you build collagen, and make your collagen stronger. So collagen gives our skin its structure and firmness. And when you start to see your skin sagging, you start to see those wrinkles setting in, it means that your collagen is weak. And these peptides have made my skin a lot stronger, and it's slowing down the aging process and improving my overall skin health and keeping my collagen. So I put this all over too. I even put it around my eyes. I'm gonna take my couple drops here. So we're gonna let these sit on the skin, and then I'll go in with my Osmosis serums. Normally what I like to do from this point, but I'm short on time because my husband is taking me, I just noticed my camera's crooked, sorry. It's not you, it's me. My husband's taking me to brunch. So we're gonna go, we have a drive, and I'm limited on time. But normally what I would like to do is after I apply my Victoria DM Peptides, I'll go in with my Misama Green Rooibos. This is the AOX Hydrating Toner. I'll spray this on, and I'll do my Pulsed 40 LED light panel. Mwah, love it. I don't have to worry about that interfering with the rest of my skincare. It's so easy. I actually prefer it over the serum. All right, so now we're gonna go in with our first Osmosis serum, which is their Growth Factor serum. This is Stem Factor MD. So what this does is it's going to encourage skin repair and regeneration. And you guys know how I feel about growth factors. I wanted to try this new formulation. I believe it's 20%, has 20% more growth factors than the original formulation. So I'm gonna take 1 pump for my face, and it's clear, and it has sort of like an orange scent to it. And I put this all over my skin. So this is definitely a thicker serum than the Neogenesis Recovery, but it's not quite as thick as the skin serum. I think is that what it is? The skin serum? I can't remember. But I love the way that this feels on my skin. It's really hydrating. You know, I just started using it this week, so, you know, I can't say that, you know, I really notice anything, but since I just started incorporating Stem Factor and the correct MD, I've just noticed my skin looks healthier and has more of a glow to it. All right, so now that we have that on, now we're gonna go in and cocktail the rest of our serum. So I have their infused mist. So this is a nutrient activating mist that has frequencies attached to it. They have 2 of these. They have Boost. Boost has peptides and sodium hyaluronate for added hydration. There's also some essential oils in that. I wanted just to stick with something just simple, and I do love this. So we're gonna take 1 pump of Catalyst MD. So there it is. Mine has gotten a little bit darker, but however, I love this new formulation. It is beautiful. It's much easier to apply to the skin and it absorbs into the skin really nicely. I'm gonna take 1 pump of Correct MD. This is their vitamin A retinaldehyde serum. So they reformulated Correct and Renew. They're stronger and they have more added antioxidants and collagen stimulators. And then we're gonna take 1 pump of Rescue. So Rescue is their epidermal repair serum. This is I like to say an oxygenating serum. This brings more oxygen into your skin to repair your skin and to bring circulation to repair the overall skin. It's great if you have acne, rosacea, compromised barrier. It's very healing on the skin. I think everyone can use this because we can all use more oxygen in our skin to feed it nutrients and life. I'm gonna take 8 sprays of the infused mist here in my hand. And we're gonna make our little cocktail. Now you can apply these individually or you can cocktail them like I just did. So we have this nice little cocktail here. And I'm just gonna put this all over my skin, all around my eyes. Now, in my opinion, Osmosis makes the best retinaldehyde serums, and it's because their retinaldehyde is stable. They've been doing it for over 20 years. They have a liposomal delivery system, and their liposomal delivery system is made from phosphatidylcholine, which is what our cells are made out of. So our body recognizes them, and all of Osmosis serums are meant to penetrate the skin down into the dermis, and that's where their delivery system is important. And they are a chirally correct line, meaning their products are bioavailable, using ingredients that your skin will recognize and utilize without irritation and inflammation. They're all about barrier health. So I'm gonna take a little bit more, and with their retinaldehydes, that liposomal delivery system is important, and the way their retinaldehyde is encapsulated, because retinaldehyde is a very unstable ingredient. And most of the time, the other retinaldehyde serums are not properly stabilized, and you don't see the true effects of them in the skin. And Osmosis has gotten this down to a science, and they work really, really well. Now, the key is that you have to really work these into the skin. So you could wait for this to dry down or absorb for just a few seconds to where it's not that sticky, and you can go in with your Epic Skin Tool, or you can go with a product penetration device like I'm going to use right now. So we are going to use the My Skin Buddy. I'm going to use it on the green and yellow setting for product penetration and those negative ions. And this is for brightening and calming the skin. And I'm just going to work all these into the skin with the My Skin Buddy. And all of Osmosis serums in the core 4, which is Stem Factor, Rescue, Catalyst, and either Correct MD or Renew MD, and even from their core 4, from their other formulations, you can put them 360 around your eyes. So the key is you really want to work these into the skin, because if they're not worked in properly, you're not going to get the full benefits of them. And also, they can have a tendency to come up to the skin and give it sort of that orangey appearance and oxidize your makeup. But I haven't had any issues with this new formulation oxidizing my makeup. And one thing I'd like to add is that new Purify formulation of their enzymatic cleanser is definitely potent. So they say that you can use that every day. For me, I can't use it every day. I've used it a couple times already in a row, and I just feel like, yeah, it is a little bit strong. But however, I do like it. So if you're looking for a nice, simple way and gentle way to exfoliate your skin really quickly, that is a great option. As you can see, I use a lot of this mist. I probably use more than I should. Whenever I use my Neurotris devices for a microcurrent treatment and I put these serums on after, I just notice that they absorb into the skin so quickly compared to when I'm not using it. Because the Pico toner is amazing. Pico toner, the special edition, and the Jade Man Professional Lift Microcurrent Unit. Should have had you guys look at my skin before I applied all this stuff. It looks so good. I have less redness. It's evening out in the tone. And I'm noticing that my broken capillaries are less apparent, especially like this one underneath my eye. It looks really, really good. All right, so we're done. Each cycle on the My Skin Buddy is 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna quickly feel my skin. Feels a little bit sticky, and because I'm going to apply foundation, I just wanna make sure I work these all in really, really well. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is, since it's morning time here, I do have to apply sunscreen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the My Sama. This is their probiotic moisturizer. So I think this has beta glucan in it. It has peptides, it has probiotics. It's very, very lovely. So here's the color. There's no fragrance in this. It just smells like skincare, and it feels really good on the skin. It is hydrating and it is moisturizing on the skin. I would say this is kind of like a medium moisturizer, at least it is for my skin. I like it for during the day. It is very lovely. Great moisturizer for those of you who have sensitive skin, rosacea. There is no niacinamide in it for those who are sensitive to my niacinamide, but it absorbs beautifully into the skin. So I have been loving this. Now we'll go in with my Revision DEJ eye cream, and I'm going to put this all the way around my eyes and including my lids. I love this eye cream. With these Osmosis serums, you don't really need to put on an eye product, but I'm using the DEJ because apparently the DEJ eye cream from Revision and Osmosis Catalyst are supposed to work really well together at tightening your eyelids and firming up the area. So, and I have noticed a difference since I incorporated the Catalyst MD. I wouldn't say I noticed a difference with this on its own, but however, I love what it does for my eye area. I keep repurchasing it. I just repurchased my third one. So that tells you how much I like it. So now we're gonna go in with the Color Science No Show Mineral Protection. I'm getting to the bottom of this, and let's see, Leah's gonna have a 4th of July sale. I believe it starts on July 1st. So I have my basket ready. I'm gonna try the Sun Forgettable from Color Science Classic in SPF 50. It has a little tint to it. And with Color Science, with your 2 fingers, they don't need to be thick. They just need to be thinner. So when you put this on at first, it can give your skin a white cast, just so you know. And then after a little bit, it absorbs into the skin. So I'm going to apply this to my skin all over, and I need more. And then I am going to let this absorb into my skin and set. We'll do my eye makeup next. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with my hair. I think I'm debating on whether or not if I'm gonna put curls in it or not. I think I might just throw some pop and lock and then just brush it and let it go that way. I don't know yet. It just depends on the time. So it's 9:24. We're leaving at 10:30. And I want to try to get this done before my husband has to come in here and get ready. So we must get started here. So hopefully we won't have any peeling. I notice with the no-show, I do sometimes get peeling with certain products. I don't have any issues with my Flex or the other Sun Forgettable products like the Bronze or the Glow. So that's what's making me want to try the classic formula. However, I do love this. I'll probably, if the classic is too tinted, then I'll continue to use this on my neck and my chest. My husband loves this, by the way. I love Color Science SPFs. They are so good. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to prep my eyes with concealer, and then we're gonna go into eyeshadow. So I'm wearing like this really pretty pink dress today. It's sort of not like a cool bright pink, but kind of like a warm pink. So I'm gonna go in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade 4.5. So here it is. I've been loving this concealer and foundation. So with these, as you see, the packaging is really nice. And you have this Armani symbol on the wand. So when you put this on, if you put it on with this in the back, then it's gonna go into the back. If you want this to stay in the front, what you do is you must line it up in the front and then twist it, and then it will be in the front. So you have this nice doe foot applicator, which is like a sponge. It's not like a fluffy doe foot. And then it's angled. So it's really, really lovely. So I'm just gonna apply this to my eyelids first with my Nikki LaRose N16 brush. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to film a facial. I have to do extractions, you know, do a nice mask, do some microcurrent. I want to use the Jane Man Professional Microcurrent unit and do some holds on my face to give myself a really nice long treatment. So my results will last, and then I'll have gorgeous skin for my first week at my new job. I'm excited and nervous for my new job. You know, this is new territory for me, and I don't know, I'm just very, very nervous. It was really sad when I left my work on my last day. I'm gonna miss my coworkers. I had some of the best coworkers, and I hope my new coworkers are just as fun and awesome as my other coworkers. It was a bittersweet day. It's like, I'm excited for my new opportunity, but there's quite a few coworkers that I'm going to miss. But, you know, we've created friendships, and I just hope that they will last a lifetime. So I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 108 powder brush, and I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Powder in the shade medium, and I'm just going to put that over my eyes. And I was trying to figure out what eyeshadow I'm going to wear today, and I pulled out an oldie but goodie. I want something simple and easy to where I don't have to think, and we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Exagger Eyes. This is a nice, pretty palette for summer. So I'm gonna go in with the prime shade here first, and I'm going to apply this pretty much all over. And I'm gonna go in with a rougher O2 brush. And I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna apply it all over my lid. I haven't used this palette for a very long time. And oh my God, that concealer just smooths out your eyelids so beautifully. There's no texture. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. And I'm gonna put this on my brow bone. So I do love Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. They're so easy to work with. No thinking. You don't have a lot of colors to confuse you. Also, easy to travel with. They last all day. I just wish that she would come out with stuff that wasn't so warm. All of her shadows are pretty much warm. She never comes out with cool tones. I don't get it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this enhanced shade, which is sort of like a light brown with a shimmer in it. And this is like a cream shimmer here, like a slightly gold cream shimmer. So I'm gonna go in with this Rephr 13 brush. My eyes are tearing up because for my last day of work, hold on, I'm gonna grab the Q-tips. My last day of work, my coworkers got me some flowers, and they have stargazer lilies in them. I think it's stargazer lilies, but they're very fragrant, and I'm allergic to them, and I don't have the heart in me to throw it away. You know what? Before I go in with this, I'll wipe my lips, and I'm gonna apply my Ourself lip filler. I know I still gotta do the video on this. I noticed this week that my lips look plumper. So I'm on 13 weeks. Gonna be 14 weeks on Monday, and I still haven't filmed my follow-up. I know. I'm still using it. I love it. I'll probably repurchase it. I still have another refill left. I'm still on that same one. Okay, so we're gonna let that go into the skin. So now I'm gonna go in with that enhanced shade with the Rephr 13 brush, and we're gonna apply this to my crease here. Hopefully it applies well because it's been a while since I used this, and I think this is a couple years old. I don't normally like to put a shimmer shade in here, but however, it is really, really pretty. Okay, let's do the other side. Oh, I think the flowers are making my husband sneeze too. I hear him sneezing. Okay, so there is the enhanced shade. So now I'm gonna go into the smoke shade here, which this is kind of like, it looks like a brown, sort of a brown mauve-y color. This is supposed to make your eyes look bigger, brighter, more beautiful. I'm gonna apply that on the outer corner. And I'm using a Rephr 12 brush to lay down that color. And I'm just gonna put a little bit here on my crease on the outer corner. I should have used a different brush for this. So I'm gonna go in with a Nikki LaRose brush, if I can find it. Here it is. So I'm going to go in with the Nikki LaRose from BK Beauty, the N13 brush. And I'm just going to blend that out here in my crease and on the outer corner. And I'm not worried about the lines getting out here. I'll correct that with some concealer. And I'm going to lay down that color here on this other eye. I didn't realize how powerful and dense this brush was. This would be good to use for maybe like under the eyes. Okay. I wanted to revisit this palette to see if I still really like it. And if it's worth investing in a newer one. I'm having a hard time seeing today. My eyes are so blurry from my allergies from those flowers. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pop shade and I'm going to apply that on the inner corner up to this smoke shade. Just to give a little bit more pop here in the center. The Charlotte Tilbury pop shades always apply best with your finger. Okay, that looks great. So I'm going to put on this Rescue MD treatment to my lips as the Self Lip Filler is drying. And I'm going to apply lipstick, and I love this because it doesn't interfere with how my lipstick applies. Normally I would go in with the Naturium Phyto Glow lip mask, but it's going to be too emollient and I'll have issues applying my lipstick on top. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Rephr 03 brush, which is a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the smoke shade here. And I'm going to deepen this at the outer corner of my eye and apply it along my lower lash line as a liner. My eyes just are tearing so much. So I know it looks really messy right now, but I'm going to clean it up with concealer to make it look better. Now, since my eyes are kind of funny today, I need some brightening in my waterline. I don't like to do this all the time because I do have dry eyes and it's not good. However, I have been taking the Osmosis Recovery, which is their gut health, their gut restore and fat pad renewal supplement. And I've been noticing that it's making my eyes a bit more hydrated than what they normally are. Okay, so for me, I feel like this is too shimmery right here. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting powder. I'm going to take it on this Nikki LaRose N13 brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend the outside of these lines to soften them a little bit. So I don't want to take any more colors from the palette because it'll just be too shimmery. All right, so that's it for the eyes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply our foundation. So I'm gonna go in with the Armani Luminous Silk foundation in the shade 5.9. I have two, I have 6.5 and 5.9. So here it is, it's a pump. So I'm gonna take one pump. I like to put it between my fingers and warm it up. And I'm just gonna start applying this to my skin. So this is I'd say this is a light to medium coverage that is buildable. So this just blurs out your texture and your pores. Beautiful foundation for mature skin with texture. It's a satin finish, leaves more satin than luminous in my opinion. And just areas where you want more coverage, you just will add a little bit more. So I'm gonna add just a half a pump more and take it here in this area and bring it down here. Okay. Misha's snoring, by the way. I took her for a stroll. I didn't get to go for my workout this morning, but I took her. So I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and start dabbing this all over to blend out the foundation into the skin. And I will say at first, you know, the coverage on this looks pretty light, but as, you know, it warms up to your skin, you'll start to see it look a little bit more fuller in coverage. You just want to be careful with that because you can apply too much. And I'm not a full coverage foundation type of gal. I like a natural skin-like finish. This is more of a satin finish to me than luminous. So now I'm going to go in with the concealer shade in 4.5, and we're going to apply this under my eyes to clean up my eyeshadow line and for concealing my under eyes. So I'm going to do one eye at a time because it does have a tendency to dry down pretty quick. So I'm going to take my Nikki LaRose, this is the N16 concealer brush. Oh boy, Misha's really snoring. Sorry, guys. And this is a little bit of a lighter concealer for my under eyes versus what I use on my face. So I'm taking this up at an angle. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to feather it down to blend into the skin. So this concealer does have glycerin in it. It's really hydrating. It does have caffeine in it. And I'm not so worried about the caffeine in this because I do have my skincare products. So I know it's not going to, you know, be that effective. I don't know why they put skincare ingredients in makeup because, you know, you have other products on top, so they're not going to make that much of a difference in your skin. Normally, I don't like caffeine in my skincare, but however, this concealer is amazing. So then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm not, you know, being rough with my concealer application. I'm doing it all lightly. I love this concealer brush because of the fibers down at the end. Makes it really nice for blending out your concealer and feathering it into the skin. But this concealer is so beautiful. It just smooths out the texture and it just makes your under eyes look so refreshed. So now I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender and I'm just going to blend that line of the concealer into my skin so it doesn't look so obvious. Okay, so next we're gonna go in, remember when you put the cap back on, if you want the Armani symbol to be in the front, start it out with the front. So now we're gonna go into the concealer shade 5.5. And I'm going to apply this on the areas where I need a little bit extra coverage. And I like to come up under here. So there's this makeup tip. They say like you could put your concealer like right in through here, like since it's lighter than your foundation. And what it does is it will take away from those nasal labial folds. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with that Nikki LaRose BK Beauty concealer brush, start blending this into those areas where I need a little bit more coverage, where I wanna hide some of that redness that's peeking through. I just dab it in at first and then I'll go over it with my damp Beauty Blender. I always put a little bit of concealer right here in between my brows because it kind of helps with hiding the texture there. And this, it's a little trick to lift the corners of your mouth. Okay, next I'm just gonna go in with my Beauty Blender and start blending that into the skin. Okay, I'll just kind of come up around here a little bit more. My nose is always the issue, like stuff never wants to really stick there. Okay, so let me take a look. I think it looks great. I think it looks awesome. I'm so in love with this foundation and concealer. OMG. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta bronzer duo, and we're gonna take, this is in She's Sculpted, so we're gonna take the cream here and go in with this first. So I love the Patrick Ta compacts. Mine is well loved, as you can see, is they have this little flap that separates the cream from the powder, so when you're using the powder you don't get it into there. I'm gonna take his dual-ended bronzer brush and I'm gonna go in with this side first, and I'm gonna grab some of this cream and I'm gonna start right here at the top of my ear, find it, and then I'm gonna place this right here, and this is what I'm going to do for my contour, just to give my cheeks a little bit more definition. And then I'm gonna take it underneath here, starting right here at my jawline, and contour my jawline out. This kind of helps with jawline, gives you more of that defined jawline. And then I'll take it underneath here. Okay, now I'll blend this in. I like this with this foundation versus the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour ones. Okay, now I'm gonna take the nose sculpting brush and I'm gonna grab some of that cream. And I'm gonna put this starting at the beginning of my brow, down the tip of my nose. A little bit right here, and I'll take the other end. But I'm just gonna blend that in, just so it gives some definition to my nose and it just doesn't like get lost in the foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and kind of go around that cream sculpting shade so it just doesn't look so harsh. And I don't contour my forehead. Okay, so now that we got that on, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush brightening powder, and this is the shade Light. And I'm gonna grab that BK Beauty 108 brush, and I'm just gonna swipe this lightly under my eyes to set the concealer. Now we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting powder in the shade Medium, and I'm going to apply this all over. So I was thinking about picking up the Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer, but I'm going to pass on it because the first ingredient is talc. So I'm gonna skip on that, but I'm probably going to pick up those, I'm probably gonna pick up one of the Luminous Silk blushes. I'm thinking it's like a mauve color. I can't remember the name, but it's a mauvish color. It looks really pretty. So now I'm going to take the other end of the Patrick Ta bronzing brush, and we're going to go into the bronzer powder of this compact, and I'm going to start placing that around the perimeter of my forehead here, just to bronze me up. Take some more, and then I'm going to put this up underneath my cheeks. And then under my jawline. Okay, and I'll go a little bit down here on the sides of my neck. Kind of slim that out. And just come across the nose with what's ever left. All right, so there we go with that. Okay, now the blush I'm gonna choose is the Patrick Ta. This is not too much. Oh, sorry, Nisha. We're gonna apply this to my cheeks, and I'll use the Patrick Ta brush for this, and then we're gonna apply a Patrick Ta highlighter. So I'm going to go in with the powder first with the fluffier end, grab some, and start applying that to my cheeks. And I like to place this higher up. And I like to get it here a little bit underneath my eye. So this one is such a beautiful color. It kind of reminds me of a lighter version of Pillow Talk. So, okay. So now we're gonna go into that cream here, and you can wear this separately if you want. If you prefer the cream, you could apply the cream. If you prefer the powder, you can just wear the powder. But if you apply the cream on top of the powder, it intensifies the blush and helps it last all day. Now I'm using the denser side of that brush, and I'm just going to apply that on top of the powder. And as you can see, it intensified the blush. And this is so beautiful. I just love these blushes. Okay, so we're gonna stop there for now. And as my skin gets, my skin turns red with touch. And when I'm applying blush, at first it looks like I'm wearing too much because I have, that circulation going to my cheeks. So I let it settle before I apply my highlight in case I want to put on more blush. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go in with my Kosas Air Brow, and we're going to use the shade Soft Brown today. And then we'll go in with the Patrick Ta mascara. So I received the Patrick Ta mascara free in my order with the highlighters that I ordered from him directly. I ordered baby and I ordered daddy. Baby daddy. And then I got sugar from Sephora. So that's quite the name. Sugar baby daddy. So we're just going to apply this to my brows. Grab a little bit more and go to the other side. I don't have to use pencil in my eyebrows anymore since I've been using the Osmosis Catalyst MD. It's made my brows fuller and thicker. So nice. And then I'm gonna go in with that Patrick Ta. I have to go tinkle. Sorry, TMI. Actually, I'm gonna go tinkle really quick. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. TMI, but when you're my age, 47, and nature calls, you must go. So this is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Mascara. It's in black. Here is the brush. It's sort of like a fluffy pipe cleaner brush with the, not plastic bristles, but kind of like the hair-like bristles. And I'm going to apply this to my lashes, test this out for all day wear. And I've worn it a couple days and it's been beautiful, but my eyes are a little bit puffy today from, well, it is first thing in the morning. And then also we went out to dinner last night with friends and we had Chinese food and a little bit puffy from the salt. So really good Chinese food. There's this really good restaurant here where I live and it's like the best restaurant in town. And it's like, it's bougie Chinese food. And it's just really, really good. Such a beautiful restaurant. Everything, the food is amazing. And they're just, they had the servers, the staff is just so nice there. We love it. It's our favorite restaurant. Here. Okay. Look at how pretty this mascara is. It just gives you the perfect amount of volume, some length, but it just makes your lashes look so fluttery and flirty. I just love it. So this is a win. I'm so happy that they included this in my order. So this was free with purchase, but since they were late on sending my highlighters, they sent me a free lipstick as a gift for it being late. And I thought that was so lovely of them to do that. That's very, very classy to do. I didn't even, reach out to them about my order being late. I knew that these highlighters, were hot and they were going to sell out. So I just was patient and I got this email and they sent me a thank you for being so patient and as for being so patient with them and as a, I guess as a thank you that they sent me this free lipstick. So it's his Major Headlines lipstick and it's in the color She's Not From Here. It's like an orangey color. I did try it on. It looks pretty and the formula is nice. Love the packaging. But not really my color. So, all right, my husband's gonna come in. So I think that's good for mascara. So I did get a little bit on my brows, but I will remove that in a little bit. So I think the blush actually looks good. So we're gonna go in with Daddy of the highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with the powder first, and I'm gonna take this brush from Patrick Ta. This is called his For the Face. So this is for his foundation. You have this fluffier side for powder, and this is for your cream. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to gently run it across. And I'm going to start here and apply it to my apple. Take it and do the same thing on the other side. Now this powder is really soft and your brush will pick up a lot. So you wanna be careful of that, not to be heavy-handed. And I'm gonna put some here on my nose. So as you can see, it just has this really pretty pink shift to it. And then I'm gonna take a little bit and I'll put it here on my Cupid's bow. I'll take a little bit and put it here on the corners of my eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna take the cream. So the cream I only put on the apples of my cheeks. This is emollient and balmy. If you apply too much, it will remain sticky on the skin. So you can apply it with a beauty blender, but I like the brush. So I'm just going to dip this in here and I'm just going to apply this on top. And what this does is it just makes that powder melt into the skin so it looks like your skin is glowing from within instead of your highlighter being in your face. So these are very natural and really pretty looking on the skin. If you want a natural, really pretty highlighter that looks like your skin is glowing from within, doesn't enhance your texture. Love. So I have baby, daddy, and sugar. I would say daddy's my favorite because I love rose gold and I love that pink shift. Those are the three that I love, and I think they're so beautiful. Now, if you apply too much of that cream, it will be sticky and your hair will get into it, but I just apply a light layer and I haven't had any issues. So lipstick of choice is going to be, I'm going to go in with this Lawless, Forget the Filler, Line Smoothing Satin Lipstick in Little Lady Daisy. Now, I have the Little Lady Daisy lip liner, so let's apply that. For my hair, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I might just wear it straight. I don't think I have enough time to put any curls in it. We'll see. Okay, so there's that lip liner. Leave that out because I'll bring this with me. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with that Little Lady Daisy lipstick. Here's the color. This is like the color of my dress. Okay, I did just go get a little bit messy here. So I'm gonna fix that. Such a pretty color. I love this. It goes really pretty with this blush. So I'm gonna leave that out because that's gonna come with me. I was thinking that I might have to add in either pink slip or rosewood lip liner, but I don't. Now I can, I'm gonna go in with the Sandy Buxom, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this in the center. So pretty. What do you guys think? I think this makeup look came out great. So I'm gonna go do my hair and then I'll close out with you guys and you can see what everything looks like with my hair down and everything. But you can take a look at this foundation, at how beautiful it is on the skin. And it just continues to look better on the skin the longer you wear it. And it's long wearing. You don't need to set it with a setting spray or anything like that. I'm not even wearing a primer. And it just looks so gorgeous on the skin. I'm so in love. Foundation and that concealer. Now I did get some mascara here on my under eyes. So I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and go under and clean it up. And it cleaned up really well. All right. So I will see you guys. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that look that I created and watching me apply my skincare. So here we go. I am back from brunch now. It is now 2:45 p.m. So I've had my makeup on for a while. I haven't retouched up anything except for my lips. So here is what the makeup looks like on my skin. It is a little bit dewy, and I will say that today probably wasn't a good day for me to use the Maisama Green Rooibos Moisturizer. Since my skin is like normal to combination, this can be a little bit too much for my skin on a warm day. With my Isden moisturizer, I don't have to worry about that because it just balances my skin very nicely. But with the Isden cream, if you have skin that is on the drier side, it definitely won't be too much for you. It might be like a summer moisturizer for you, especially the one during the day. But for me in the summertime, the Isden cream is absolutely perfect. But I still love this, and I love, you know, how my skin looks. It looks a little bit more luminous than what it normally does today. So you'll have to excuse my eyes. They are red because my eyes have been watering all day from whatchamacallit, no, Misha, just for my allergies and the flowers in my house. I finally had to put them outside because they were just getting too much. Sorry for that. So for my hair, what did I do? So if you saw my video from yesterday, I did use the Color Wow Speed Dry in my hair with the Dyson Airstrait. So one thing that I noticed about this, I'm using this versus the last time I used it. The last time I used it with my Dyson Airstrait, and the time before that, not my Airstrait, I used it with my Dyson Airwrap, and once I used it with my Dyson Norel blow dryer. So when I used it with the Airwrap and I used it with my blow dryer, it worked better than with the Airstrait. So what this basically does is you spray it on your hair, and what it does is it acts like a wringer, and it just wrings all that water out of the hair so you could get a quick blow dry. But what I just noticed is that my hair doesn't look as sleek and straight as what it normally does if I was to use anything else or the Dream Coat Extra Strength. So this I would not recommend with the Dyson Airstrait. I just don't think it's a good fit. However, I mean, my hair still looks great. So what I did is, because I usually put my hair up in a clip when I'm at home, and I wore it in a clip for the remainder of the evening yesterday after we came home from dinner, and this morning when I went to go take Misha for a walk. When I sleep with my hair down. So I went in with my Dyson Neural blow dryer with this smoothing flyaway attachment, and then I just went around the outside of my hair with this to smooth out any kinks. And this attachment works so lovely. If you have kinks or if you have flyaways you want to tame, you just go in and just take this and smooth it out, and it's so nice. And after you blow dry your hair, if you have like any kind of frizziness, like if you smooth it out, you could take this attachment and smooth it through your hair, and it really, you know, calms down the frizz and tames down the flyaways. So love that attachment. I love this blow dryer. It is awesome. So, and then I went in with the Pop and Lock high gloss finish and serum all over, just to, you know, tame that frizz that I got overnight. But I like this for all of my styling tools to smooth out my hair, and also with the Dyson Airstrait. This is more of something that I will use when I'm short on time, I'm lazy, and I want to smooth out my hair. And I will not use this going forward with the Dyson Airstrait because I just don't think it's a good combination. I didn't get what I was looking for. And I just noticed too that, I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the styling foam, but it's just like, it didn't really last to how it did with my other styling tools. So that's all I'm gonna go into. So one thing I want to note here is at the beginning of the video, I did mention that I used Aduro first thing this morning, and I used the strong body gel on my face. And I have to tell you, yes, it does instantly make your skin look firmer. So give this a try on your face, see how you like it. I actually really like it. I'm kind of thinking I might like this better on my face than the active face cream. I don't know. I'm going to try it out a little bit more as soon as my new tubes arrive. They haven't shipped out yet, which is kind of strange, and I'm kind of frustrated because I'm almost out and I don't want to be out of this. So when my new tubes come, I'm going to start probably just switching out from the face cream and just using this all over instead. And then I'll report back to you, but I do like having that option. But I also do like the active face cream and what it does for my skin. My Osmosis serums, I'm loving them so much. They're so great. I mean, I just really cannot believe how great my skin looks. It's so plump and juicy and glowy. It's not just the foundation, it's what you put under the foundation to set that canvas. But I love these serums. They're so good. You guys need to check these out. The two that I can really recommend and stand by for right now, because I've been testing them for almost a month now. Well, about 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks now. Catalyst 4 weeks. Rescue, I think it's been 2 weeks. Love, love, love. Highly recommend these. If you have broken capillaries, sensitive skin, sun damage, acne, rosacea, all skin types. These are amazing. And I actually prefer, I see more results in my skin using the Catalyst MD versus like the Photozyme DNA Youth serum. This is giving me more results than that serum. I have never tried the Rescue MD DNA repair serum because it's too expensive. And I like that Osmosis, even though their ingredients and Catalyst and Rescue, they're actually patented, they still keep them within the affordable price range. They're not $300 like these other companies are charging for. Even their growth factor serum, I mean, all the other companies are charging like 200 plus for a growth factor serum. Theirs is still under $200. So, you know, that says a lot. I mean, they're still pricey serums, but Dr. Ben keeps them, you know, in an affordable range. One thing I will say is that I do not like the caps on these bottles. They get all cracked up and then eventually they don't stick on here as good as what they used to. But you know, Osmosis is more about what's inside versus the packaging. I mean, it still looks nice. I do like their new packaging with the airless pumps now versus before, but I just do not like these tops. So that's just my thing. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. The Charlotte Tilbury Exagger Eyes palette, yes, it actually ended up looking prettier than I thought when I initially applied it. I love it. This will definitely be a repurchase when this is finally gone bye-bye. I mean, it's 2 years old, but it still is working really well and it looks really good on my eyes. So this will definitely be a repurchase for me in the future. I love my lip combination. I'm wearing the Daisy, Little Lady Daisy lip liner and lipstick from Lawless. Love this. It goes perfect with my dress. And then I'm loving Sandy Buxom on the top. Now, I got away from using the Lawless lip glosses because I found that their formulations were inconsistent. Some of them I would get were really thick. Some of them would be really thin, and then they wouldn't last as long. So when they first came out with those lip glosses, they were a chef's kiss. But now I stopped buying them because every single one, the formula was always different. It was not consistent, so I did not like that, so I stopped using them. The Patrick Ta mascara, oh my God, I'm so in love with it. It is so good. So this is the Major Volume Mascara. I didn't even check the price on this to see how much it was, but I do love it. It's lasting for a while now on my lashes. The only thing is that since my eyes are watering, I did get a little bit of the mascara down here from my eyes watering, but other than that, it's not smudging on my brow bone whatsoever. And then here's a look at the brush. It's a pipe cleaner wand. It's really nice and like fluffy, and it separates the lashes really, really lovely. Gives you nice, fluttery, voluminous, natural looking lashes with some oomph instead of them looking like spider legs. And I absolutely love my Patrick Ta bronzer, my blush. I love the highlighter. It's just so pretty. So it's such pretty formulas. And the blush that I'm wearing, again, is not too much. This is my favorite one. I love this color. It just goes with everything. It's just a very neutral, light blush. And then I'm wearing the Daddy highlighter. Again, I love the attention to detail. He puts this, oh, the cover fell off and I just dug my finger in there. Oh well. I love the attention to detail that he does with his products by putting these covers over the creams. Don't make the mistake of assuming that it's over the top of it like I just did and dug my finger in it. But there's the balm on my hand. And like I said, with these, if you apply too much and you don't blend it into the skin, yes, it's going to be sticky and emollient on the skin, but if you apply it light or you really blend it into the skin, it's fine. I haven't had any issues with it being too sticky at all. And I love his bronzer cream and powder bronzer duo. Well loved, as you can tell. This is in She's Sculpted. Love, love, love. And still Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Concealer. It's a love. Now it looks a little bit more luminous today because of the Misama Green Rooibos moisturizer. It's a little bit more of a dewy moisturizer versus my Isden. So if you want it to look more luminous on your skin and radiant, then use a more moisturizing moisturizer underneath this foundation. I love it with the Misama moisturizer, and I love it with my Isden. I just think that as I'm going through is, even though I love this moisturizer, I think this would be a moisturizer that would be better for my skin during the day in the winter, because it is very moisturizing and hydrating, but it is warm here. So, but I do love it. I love, the way it makes my skin look and feel. I asked my husband how he liked my skin. He said he loved it. My skin looked really natural and beautiful. It didn't look like I was wearing makeup, and he said it looked much better than last weekend when I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Foundation. He even said, oh, it looks much better than that other stuff that you had on your skin. That was way too much, babe. And that's from a guy's perspective. But anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for a facial. All right, mwah, mwah, mwah. Sending you love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.